Run away, love, ooh. Run away, love, love. Run away, love. No, little Lisa's only 9 years old. She's trying to figure out why the world is so cold. Why she's all alone and ain't never met her family. Mama's always gone and she ain't never met her daddy. Part of her is missing and nobody will listen. Mama's on drugs, getting high up in the kitchen. Bringing home men at different hours of the night. Starting with some laughs, usually ending in a fight. Sneaking in a room when her mama's knocked out. Trying to have his way and little Lisa says, ouch. She tries to resist, but then all he does is beat her. Try to tell the mama don't believe her. Lisa's stuck up in the world on her own, forced to think that hell is a place called home. There's nothing else to do but get her clothes and pack. She says she's about to run away and never come back. Being a child of a drug-addicted parent is hard. It's painful. The outbursts, the emotions both internally and externally, the pain, the effects that drug-addicted parents have on their kin are limitless and unique. It is a devastating and agonizing situation, and it is a reoccurring issue. The impact it can have on a child differs from child to child. But the pain and confusion, whether expressed or sealed, does not define them. They are not just the child of an addict. My sources: Why Would You Leave Us by NF, How to Talk to Children About Drug Addiction, David Sack, How Children Are Affected by Drug-Addicted Parents, Naracana, When Parents Chase Drugs by Catherine Kandinsky, Daily Mail, Anna Smith, Ellen Foster by Kay Gibbons, Experience Project, Experience by Chara Reuter, My Mother, the Drug Addict, Laura Kiesel, When Your Mother is a Drug Addict, Katie Reagan, Tweet by Maddie Miles, Above the Influence blog, Serving the Secret Trauma of a Parent's Drug Addiction by Elena Livingston. Yo, I don't know what it's like to be addicted to pills, but I do know what it's like to be a witness to kills. I'm in a room with a parent that I barely know. I don't get it, Mom. Don't you want to see your babies grow? I guess that pills are more important. But all you gotta do is say no. But you won't do it, will you? You're gonna keep popping pills till they kill you. Yeah, I know those drugs got you held captive. I can see it in your eyes. They got your mind captured. Dad's an addict. Mom's going to rehab. These are not easy conversations to have with a child, even one that has long been aware that there's a problem. More than 28 million Americans are children of alcoholics, yet addiction isn't being talked about in these homes. With over 30 million Americans currently struggling with substance abuse or alcoholism, it is shocking to remember the byproduct and repercussion of such a deadly epidemic. Despite all these tragic losses that result from substance abuse, the most saddening byproduct of substance abuse is neglect, abuse, and maltreatment of the children whose parents are addicted to drugs. With Mom and Dad looking for the next drugstore, in a court, jail, or treatment, their children, from newborns to teenagers, often are neglected, ignored, and abused. They go hungry when a parent goes missing for days and live in limbo, wondering when the call will come saying Mom or Dad are in the hospital, or worse. We cannot begin to imagine the final hours of little Declan Haney. We don't know how long the toddler lay in filthy squalor where he was abandoned by his heroin-addicted mother. We can only assume he died a lonely, hungry, agonizing, slow death amid the stinking piles of debris and drug paraphernalia, while his mother sold his toys and his clothes while he lay dead in his cot. I was little, I would think a way to kill my daddy. I would figure out this or that way and run it down through my head until it got easy. The way I liked best was letting go of a poisonous spider in my head. It would bite him and he would be dead and swollen up, and I would shudder to find him so. Of course, I would call the rescue squad and tell them to come quick. There's something the matter with my daddy. When they come into the house, I'm all in a state of shock, and I just don't know how to act when two colored boys are heaving him onto the roller cot. I just stand in the door looking like I'm shaking all over. But I did not kill my daddy. He drank his own self to death. The year after the county moved me, I heard how they found him shut up in the house and everything. Next thing I know, he's in the ground, and the house is rented out to a family of 4. All I did was wish him dead real hard every now and then. All I can say for a fact is that I'm better off now than when I was alive. When Mom was gone for weeks at a time, smoking crack usually. I ran out of food a lot. I was scared a lot. I stayed in a room for days at a time and missed so much elementary school. I got held back in just about every single grade. I want to talk to you about drugs. Vicodin, Percocet, Norco, Soma, Valium, Lorazepam, Xanax, Oxycontin. When your mother is a drug addict, you sit in front of your middle school and wait for her blue Camaro after all the kids have already left. You are frustrated and upset. You pace and you blink away the tears. It begins to rain. You only have a sweatshirt. You want to walk home, but you won't. You know she needs your forgiveness, so you wait. You wait for hours until your father finds you. She says she's asleep in her car in the driveway. You slump your shoulders and sigh. You're too tired to get angry. If a parent had a heart problem or cancer or something like that, it'd probably be talked about in school with teachers. There would be support. Other families would be offering to help with childcare, bringing casseroles over. Drug addiction is the most evil thing in the world. Why does my dad keep drinking too much or using drugs? If they are sick, why don't they get help? If my parents have a drug problem, will it happen to me too? Is it my fault that my parents use drugs? What can I do to help? I didn't cause it. I didn't cure it. I can't cure it. I can't control it, but I can care for myself by communicating my feelings and making healthy choices, and by celebrating myself. As an adult, I have never felt entirely entitled to my history. It does not make for appropriate dinner table banter, so I either evaded or outright lied when questions about my family came up, and they always do. I got away with it because I was educated and articulate, and people tend to believe what they see on the surface as the whole story. I didn't fit the stereotype, but I felt rejected and even invisible as a huge swath of my past remained in the closet, mostly for the sake of not making others uncomfortable. I was angry that I felt forced to lie about my mother, who for better and for worse had a great deal to do with the shaping of the person I had become. By lying about who she was, I was lying about who I was. So I started telling the truth.
Listen, he responds. You don't need to worry about my feelings. I made mistakes, and I have to live with them.
I start to thank him and he cuts me off. Actually, I think it would help me in my recovery to really know how much pain I've caused. Just hearing him say that, I'm able to let go of some of mine. I allowed my pain to teach me something rather than blame someone for something that was happening to me. I realized that regardless of what has been done to you, it's up to you to decide what to do with it. I have found gifts in my traumatic experience of abuse. It has taught me how to be humble, compassionate, and most of all, empathetic to other people. If anything, I have learned more on how to truly connect with the human species. Freedom is what you do with what's been done to you. Jean-Paul Sartre.